the prisoner suddenly realized that breaking through the wall to escape was an incredibly stupid idea, because right next to him was a heating pipe, and it just so happened to be the season when the heating was turned off, so now it was just a hollow pipe. He quickly called over his partner Mark. David placed his hand on the heating pipe, then told Mark that it was just an ordinary pipe. All they had to do was cut a hole in it, then crawl through to the other side of the wall, and cut another exit. That way the escape wouldn't take long at all. To test their theory, the two of them came to the prison wall the next day, because the pipe eventually led to a sewer outside the prison, but they weren't sure where the exit was just yet. Mark reached out to Rebecca, who worked at the prison, and asked her to scout the area near the outer wall. Soon he found a spot where she was standing, and right there was a sewer opening. It was a perfect escape route. With the new plan in place, David got back to work. 2 weeks later he finally cut open a large hole. He was beyond excited. He strapped protective gear to his arms, and couldn't wait to crawl inside, tapping along the way to figure out his position, and marking everything as he went. But in his excitement, he overlooked one problem. David hadn't crawled very far before he started having trouble breathing. There was very little oxygen deep inside the pipe. He panicked and hurriedly crawled backward. Thankfully he hadn't gone too far, so he made it back to the entrance in time to breathe. To solve this issue, the next day David brought a long plastic tube. He attached a small fan to one end, and used it to pump fresh air into the pipe from the entrance, with air circulating inside. David could finally continue sawing the exit with peace of mind. After 2 more weeks of hard work, he broke through to the outside. In front of him was a long passage. David ran forward, at a shaft with a ladder. He slowly climbed up and gently pushed open the manhole cover. He did it. It was the same sewer opening Rebecca had scouted. David looked around in disbelief. He took a deep breath of free air, then went back to tell Mark everything. Everything was ready. The two of them decided to make their move the next night. The next day they worked as usual, acting like nothing had changed. When it was time to rest, they went to bed early to conserve energy. After lights out in the prison, Mark and David both woke up. They set up fake bodies in their beds, pulled their beds back and crawled into the hidden tunnel, then pushed the beds back into place. Following the route they crawled through the pipe. David even left drawings mocking the prison guards along the way, and finally left a smiley face at the pipe's entrance before climbing in. The two of them emerged from the heating pipe. They raised their arms and checked the time. Exactly midnight. They slowly lifted the sewer manhole cover and climbed out. The movie is called Escape at Dannemora. It's based on a true story. The original film has many more exciting moments. If you're interested, it's definitely worth checking out.